Setting up plays, I'm the MVP. Matter of fact, I'm DVT. Don't get smacked, DVD. Need my piece, leave me be. Baiu, baby, shit ain't free. Brand new jacket.
Yo, welcome to the Baiu Show. I'm your host, Devontae, and I believe we're built to hustle and born to inspire. In today's episode, we got a special guest. This brother right here is himself in every room he walks into. When you see him, he's either dropping gems or dropping bars upon your head. He got an album out right now called True and Mutual Love. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, David H. What's up, my brother?
What's the word, bro? How you doing, man?
Thank you for having me. Word, man.
I feel like this is what we're gonna do.
Word, I believe that, man. Yeah. So I'm glad you're here. We're gonna really get straight into it, man. Word. How you feeling today, though?
I feel good, man. I feel good. Getting back to myself, you know.
Okay.
Not to jump into it, but mom's past top of the year. You know what I mean? So it was a little cloudy. Still is, but getting better. You feel me? Finding yourself through it. So like I'm feeling good, man. But listening to myself more, you know, like some stuff like that happen really make you tap into yourself way more. But hey, man, it's been up and down, but yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. All right, David H. The people want to know, man. Describe what it was like growing up in your household.
That was crazy, bro. So mom and dad, gratefully,
Okay.
you know, a lot of people didn't get to have that two-parent household. So I am grateful that I did have that, you know. I'm the third born, so I got two older brothers and I got a younger sister. So it was crazy, man. Either I'm playing NFL Street with my brothers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would kick it with my little sis, but
What's your brother's name?
my eldest brother, man, his name is Rigo Jr., but hey, everybody just call him Rich, you know, because that's just what he is, you know. He got a lot of names, Breeze Bills, Ace, Rich, but like, he's known as Rich, you know. Shout out my big bro, Rich. My other brother, his name is Joshua. Lord Gully, you know. Everybody got themselves a little nickname. Shout out Lord Gully, man. And my little sister, her name is Shekinah, but you know, I call her as Cash.
Okay,
I call her as Cash, put a nigga on blast. So I told her she ever start rapping, her name gotta be as Cash.
Ash Cash.
Yeah. That's the family.
Okay. What kind of music was playing in your crib and did it influence you to do music?
Super powerful. It was a lot of gospel. It was a lot of gospel music. I'm not going to front, bro. But all different types of gospel music. Like, it will be contemporary. It will be gospel hip hop. It will be gospel Afro beat. Like, my pops played a lot of that. You know, and I feel like that's why my mom was cool, because my mom loved the Yolanda Adamses and the Donnie McClurkins, you feel me? But then my dad loved the Fred Hammond and the Mary, so they kind of just meshed, you know what I mean? So it was a lot of gospel, bro. A lot of different flavors within that, but I think that made me start over time, because I really started writing songs because my dad did. My dad, like, was privileged that I have a couple of, like, gospel singing groups.
So your dad was in a group growing up himself?
Yeah. He was the pianist. He was a piano player for a couple of groups. One was called Shabbat. You know, Shabbat is just like a loud praise. It's just like, he was a part of another one. Well, I was cool, you know, I got to record some songs that he's written and stuff too. So like, my first dive into like the stew and all of that was really like with my father, like doing the gospel music and stuff like that. Time passed, and like, when I was doing that with my pops, my two older brothers was rapping too. So I would definitely say that they're like a inspiration, like locally. Like, you know, you got your greats, like, you know, like all like Jigga, Hova, whatever, like.
But it would be your brothers.
Yeah, they will be the ones that I seen. But even though I seen them, it still wasn't me yet. I'm still doing the gospel songs. You know, I knew I had a little voice or whatever, but I never really thought about like me doing it. Until a little later, you feel me? Like, I would say like 2015, 2016, I'm like, all right, man, these gospel songs not working no more. Not that they not working no more. I was writing songs for like groups of people.
Okay.
For choirs to sing.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like my dad was really there, so like I got to be like his choir director and stuff like that. Cause I was the worship leader in my church. I was the worship leader in my church growing up.
Okay.
So that kind of led into me just starting to write on my own. You know, like getting beats. I started remixing some songs first, and then I started getting into it, you feel me? Like the first time I really dived in was when I met like Truly and Cass the Woo.
Right. Shout out to them boys.
Shout out to them boys.
Yeah. You know, first and foremost, I want to say sleep well to your mom, Dina Hubert. You know, forever will be remembered. Forever.
Yes. Thank you.
Question is if your mom was still alive, what would be her favorite song of yours, old or new?
Damn. That's a good question.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is I feel like when she passed, I wrote a song for her called Forever Dina.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be her favorite song. It's crazy to say it because this song came after she's not here no more with us in the physical.
Right.
You know? But I feel like that might be her favorite song, bro. Okay. You know, like every time I wrote a song, my mom be like, hey, what you talking about here? Like, what's going on here? Like,
yeah.
But she was just always loved that I'm like doing my thing, you know? But I feel like Forever Dina might be that song, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, and I know she listening to it now.
Yes, I know she gotta be super proud of you too.
Yes,
man.
bro. Thank you.
Definitely, bro. Yeah. What? What's the childhood memory that still motivates you to this day when you think of it?
I might say seeing my older brother like operate. And I'm talking about musically.
Okay.
Wherever he was at, he would have like his piano set up. He would have the speakers, whatever. Bro. I'm talking about, you know, like unfortunately we moved around a lot. But wherever we got to, he would have his setup, bro. He would find a computer, make a little booth, you feel me? And this is way before I ever started rapping. Like,
yeah.
He's making beats, he's already rapping, he's already producing, you feel me? So I'm like, well, no matter where, and it kind of is inspiring in a way because like, no matter where you go, you see that person did that back then. So now I know that I can make anything happen anywhere.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
But I think that childhood memory, like comparing to me today, I think that's what sticks with me. Cause no matter what, he was like, yo, like, I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
You know, like, all right, we move here, I'm gonna make this happen here. All right, we move here, I'm gonna make this happen right here. So I think that's a childhood memory that stick with me, bro. He would be playing his beats mad loud. My pops and my moms will leave like Friday night for a service. Yeah. And they'd be like, yeah, man, yo, y'all make sure y'all don't be loud. And he'd be like, yo, love y'all. Yeah. Soon as they leave. He had a joint called Headmaker Productions. Like, they're doing it so much that when the time comes, it's like they're writing because they meticulously approach their freestyles like this. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Like, oh my God, Lil Wayne, like, man, we not even
perfect example. What? The
that boy, man. I'm about to throw a tantrum on this beat. You could go and play fetch.
It's funny that you mentioned Lil Wayne, right? Because when I hear your music, you love to find words that match with H. And you're good at that. Is Lil Wayne is your inspiration?
That's funny. That's exactly who inspired that. Yes, that's exactly who inspired that. So locally, it's my brothers and Truly and Cass that pushed me into rapping. If I'm talking about globally, the first hip hop song that I listened to was "Heard 'Em Say" by Kanye West.
I'm saying,
right? So now I got into Kanye, and then I heard 808s. And then I heard See You in My Nightmares, so I hear Wayne. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, this nigga's crazy. And he didn't even go too crazy on that. Yeah. That was just some fire shit like. Right. And then I heard quarter brick, half a brick, whole brick. Hey, come on, quarter back, half a okay. Right? And then after that, I heard Wasted by Gucci Mane. Oh, yeah. You feel me? And then I heard Wasted by Lil Wayne.
Oh yeah, he used to remix the
songs
like it was nothing.
So then you feel me?
Tear it up.
OD, son. And now Weezy F Baby and the F is for front door. Weezy F Baby and the F is for phenomenal. Weezy F Baby and the F is for forget about it. Like, he would say whatever, bro.
Right. So I was to ask you right now, like, what can you match right now, rhyme with H? What does the H stands for?
I mean, it ain't gonna rhyme, but like the H would be for like Henny at halftime.
Okay.
The H would be for Holiness of Hell. The H would be for the Highway of the Highway. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the H should be for how you doing. Like it's that quick, you know. Like or some people will be like, damn, son, like it's a hard knock life. I'll be like, that's what the H is for. Like you know. What's crazy is like tidbit. I got engaged last year. You feel me? Shout out, wifey. You know, you got shout out wifey. You know, all right. Come on. Okay.
Yeah.
People be rapping for me now because I wrote a song called Samba for a while ago, and the H was for a lot of things, right? But now people do it for me now, and it's like, the H is for holy matrimony. The H is for he's about to be a husband. So I would screenshot this shit, put it on my story, and I'm like, yo, son, when did y'all niggas start rapping? I want to tell people the H is for, so now people coming up to me now, like I would call, shout out Fabian, you know, I would call, she'll be like, hey, David H, and the H is for how high we're gonna get today. Like, it'd be people making up shit now, so it's kind of cool, you know, shout out Lil Wayne, definitely the first inspiration to do that, but it's kind of cool that I could take that and make it authentically replicate it, and then, you know, deliver it. And now the people like it, man.
Who was the first person to tell you, yo, you got something with this music?
All right, you see, now we here. I might have to say truly right here.
Okay.
I met them two brothers, man, at St. Francis College. Shout out St. Francis College. I don't even know if we can shout out St. Francis College because the college is not even open no more, bro. I heard it closed down like Bishop Ford, like the high school. But I ain't gonna lie though.
Oh, wow.
I graduated 2018. I kind of knew after that class left, bro. We kind of knew that, bro. We, you know what I mean? And like, I'm grateful to have those relationships outside college. Like, I first met Truly and Cass. They was doing some karaoke. I will never forget, bro. And they was doing Jay-Z Magna Carta Holy Grail just dropped. And they was doing that was a great project, son. And they was doing Somewhere in America. Shout out to old Jews, old rules, new blacks, new stats. So I'm just like, who is these niggas rapping this Get Money song here in this school? Like, how they know this? So boom, I met them, started parlaying in the cafeteria every day. So now I was a fool in school, bro. So I started freestyling. I'm freestyling over beats. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas is writing, boom, boom, boom. After a while, Truly came to me. And he was like, you know what? Like, I got a little something. You feel me? Like, if you want to pull up, get on, like, type shit, like, I bet. So I'm like, get to the crib. I will never forget, man. I'm David H. My first rap name, though, I was going to call myself Furthest Thing.
Furthest Thing?
Yeah, bro. Let me tell you why. My P4 PlayStation Network name was Furthest Thing from Perfect. Okay. Why? Because Drake sold Furthest Thing from Project. Bitch, leave it on the low. Walk it on the low.
Alright.
So what? That joint, bro, that project kind of yoked me up for months, bro. So that was my name, and I shortened it to Furthest Thing. Feel me? But the first song I ever wrote was Hard to Please. So we truly put me on that joint. And the first bar I wrote was, Shorty, it's hard to please, but when I'm stressed, she the one that end up with harder knees. That's the first bar I ever wrote, like ever. So, you know, I wrote that, and then me and Truly, like, things. So, like, my brothers inspire me, but I would have to say, like, Truly and Cass, I would say train, or like push me, you know? Truly like, nah, but you gonna write a song today.
Okay.
So
really was your parents like, yo,
that really think me into it, because like Truly made me start really song writing. The first song that I put out with Cass, was this joint called Mind of Socrates. That shit everywhere on SoundCloud right now, nigga. If you really try to look into the history,
Go listen.
And the first song I think I put out with Truly on SoundCloud was 4K. We put out a verse called 4K, bro.
Okay.
And on that song, I cried when I wrote that verse because I was watching Hardball.
Okay.
I don't know. It's a movie about Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And he got to coach the baseball team.
Man, it sounds so familiar.
Yeah, you probably seen it, bro.
Probably seen it.
Yeah, and in the movie, it's a young nigga named G Baby. He died, like little. So I'm just like, damn. So he sends me the beat, and I'm just like, yo, rest in peace to my nigga G Baby. Like I knew this nigga, bro. I'm like, yo, son. Rest in peace to G Baby, son, man. You know what's going on. Brothers inspired me seeing, but them two was like the pushers, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, like you gotta be grateful for that sometimes because like I was hosting shows. I was a host before I really like became an artist, like so I was always around, you know. But like you gotta be grateful sometimes when you got people around you that's like they can see you through them. Like they're like nah, like you can do this. Like you know, and they're not gonna hold that back from you. They're gonna be like, nah, like they're gonna push you into that. So yeah. Shout out Truly and Cass, man. TBS.
Shout out.
Man, there ain't no going.
Shout out them boys.
Yeah.
Yo, man, it's crazy that you mentioned that, you know, that you freestyle. Because my next question was, do you freestyle all your songs or do you write them?
I write my songs. And I feel like this is the perfect time for a little bit of history, guys. You know freestyle didn't exist. Do you know that everybody wrote everything, but time changed and people like started writing? Me, I kind of rehearse so much that sometimes by the time I go to the studio, I might know a song already, or like I will freestyle with melody. Okay. You know, I will like you know, for example, Controlling Me. I start humming it first.
Oh, so for Controlling Me, you hummed it first.
I hummed it,
got the words.
And that's what I do with most songs. Unless it's really a boom bap beat, you know, like if it's keynote, that beat already boom doo doo. Make another track, hit Jack for the keynote. I'm just like, all right, bet. I don't even need to hit a beat no more. Nigga, I'm just ready to go. Controlling Me and other songs like you know, it's okay. And songs like Forever Dina. I hear it and then I'm humming it. And then I will feel the words to it. So I don't freestyle. I write. Don't let these people fool you. You know, I know you got the Jay-Z, you got the Hoes, bro, but it's okay to pick up your pen and write and rehearse, bro. Y'all niggas be talking about now I'm a freestyler. You get 3 hours of studio time. You spend the first hour finding the beat. You spend the second hour humming the first words, and then you spend the third hour telling him that you're going to come back and finish it the next hour. So go in there already. You're going to be surprised when you come out. But
yeah, that's good. That's what's up, bro, because that's a real thing. That's a real question. A lot of people, you know, either they freestyle, they're good at freestyle, but when it comes to writing, they can't. But I feel like when you write, you have full sentences, and people, when you say your raps, it's clarity. Like it's like I know exactly what that person is talking about. You know?
Word.
So that's good that you tell the world that I write.
Word. It's okay to write.
Based on what you told us earlier, you know, you grew up in a Christian home. You know, both of your parents was big on, you know, God-fearing. How did you balance being an artist with the responsibility of ministry? Did you ever find yourself explaining your lyrics to the church?
Wow. I had a powerful question. How did I balance it? Just seeing the example of my parents do ministry and other things. You know, my mom had a store. My mom had a dance school. She just did a lot. So I feel like there was an excitement there for me though. Like I'm like, yeah, I worship lead and I rap. Like it always befuddled me because sometimes people may, you know, like they say, you know, the Bible, you know, Jesus said a lot of things. But one thing that he said a lot of people like to say is greater works shall we do. Right. But what's crazy is when you see somebody do those greater works and surpass their limits. Like, you know, sometimes I will go to the studio Friday, I have a show on Saturday, and I gotta be worship lead right there on Sunday, bro. So worship leader was music as well. but I feel like it's all energy. I'm grateful that I got to energize the people because it's never about me and that was the difference. Sometimes as an artist, it is about you, but then when you're worship leading, like it's not really about you, like everything just goes straight up. But even I brought that to the artistry, like it's not about me, but at the same time it is. So I feel like I balance it by like not. I ain't want to make an excuse for myself. If I turn 50, 60, 70, 80, or whatever, or somebody asks me, God forbid, yo, why you keep going? And then, like, imagine me low enough to blame ministry. Like, imagine I'd be like, oh, like, nah, man, I was going to church. Nah, it was going to church that kind of opened up things for me. And made me realize how much I can do. It made me realize, like, yo, there is so much that the human mind can accomplish. Because for real, like, it's really like, your mind, you gotta really play tricks on because your doubt and your tiredness will play a trick on you, bro. You will think that you're tired.
That again. I like that.
Your doubt and your tiredness will play a trick on you, make you think that you not capable of it, man, bro. Like, my work schedule right now currently shifted from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. to the morning shift now. I work in the morning, 7 a.m. I'm out by 3 o'clock. Bro, I leave, do laundry, hit a studio session, photo shoot, boom, boom, do so much. So I feel like it was just seeing that example in them. And I was like, all right, like my mom was a person who never made excuses for herself. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm not going to make no excuses for myself. And then you said the next question was, did I ever find myself explaining
your lyrics to the church?
No. What's crazy is, my mom did it like when I first started writing music because the thing about, I give her my truth. I give her my gospel. Like, this is how life slapped me and gave me this message. Like, so I'm gonna give you that message just as raw, but I'm gonna land you safely though. This is not just curse. Nah, this is the rawness of life that I'm giving you. So it's crazy because, in the church world, obviously cursing is frowned upon. I'm not gonna walk in church and perform my songs. But like, I knew people were listening outside. Like, they would come to me after church and they'd be like, your service was great. I heard that joint, my boy. Like, I heard that joint. Like, and just seeing people sometimes be speechless, because sometimes when I hear something back, I be feeling the same way. So, I never had to explain it. They just understood. And I'm just glad that they just got it. Where it's just because it's not in the church don't mean that the church is not in me, basically.
So that's powerful that you said that because what's important is to be comfortable in your own skin. Like, people respect you more when you be like, man, I did that for me, And it's like, as much as they can come at like, yo, judgmental at first, but eventually and guaranteed they will understand like, well, he did what's best for him. I gotta respect that. And I'm influenced. I want to do what's best for me, So it's powerful that you said that and your outlook on that and the way you're moving with it. It's inspiring, bro.
Thank you. I create not more people to copy me, but if they can copy my way of thinking, and I say that in all humility, bro. Because I feel like if we can all copy each other's way of thinking, bro, a lot will change.
So a lot will change. I like that. Bro. I like that. Yo, man, how do you balance the business side of music with creativity?
I'll say you gotta be open-minded. One, you gotta listen. I feel like sometimes a lot of people don't want to listen. Sometimes when we see one person at the front, we think that it's just them. But like, you see the Drakes of the world, you see anybody. It really does take a group of people though to really get. You see the Tylers of the world, the Travis Scotts. Like, not to say the individual aren't doing what they gotta do.
Yeah.
But it does take a collective group of effort, bro. It takes a group of people. So one, you gotta be open-minded. You gotta be willing to work with others and like, you feel me? Shout out Truly. Shout out TBF, man. He's the head of operations over at TBF.
Okay. Shout out TBF. What does TBF stand for?
TBF stands for Trees Bear Fruit. Trees bear fruit, man. You understand what I'm saying, man?
Okay.
Plant your seeds and make sure you just growing something. And the day you plant the seeds, not the day you eat the fruit. You feel me? So
I like
just the theme of planning, of working, toiling, going back to it, you know, and then bringing that to your music, bringing that to your business. Because if you it's kind of treating your music like a garden.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm attend to this. All right, no, I'm attend to those streams. All right, I'm attend to this. Put this over here on BMI, or I'm gonna open myself up to all of these lessons and learn. So, like, one thing Truly always say, he just say, I don't want us to feel like homework. Like, every time he would tell us something, or every time he would give us something, he would say, I don't want it to feel like homework. So I feel like there's a powerful thing right there. A lot of people feel like they got to do this. So, like, if you feel like you got to do this, it's not for you. Every time I gotta do something, even if it's business wise, I say I get to do this.
I like
You know, if I'm working with somebody and they may stop or they may fall off, I'm like, all right, I get to find a new individual. So I changed my whole mindset from I got to I get to, from I have to like I get to. Cause in this world, bro, you know, we got our 9 to 5, man. The fact that you even here right now, bro, doing the Baiu show is like, we could push past the limits that society wants to us, because they just want us to give all our time to that and nothing to this. And obviously, you know, we gotta be patient, we gotta let things unfold, but it's all about the intention, putting the thought, you know, keeping your mind on it, not letting everything distract you, bro. Like, come on, like, it's 2 people here who lost their mom. Feel me? And last episode, you seen another one, you know? So it's just like, yo, pain can really break you. Pain can also make you. I'm not telling you to act like it's not there. Yeah. But instead of me crashing out, I'm gonna transmute it into a forever Dina. So now I could grieve, but it's different now, because I'm not getting angry every time I think about my mom now. It's like an appreciation, you know? Mm-hmm. Life do be moving fast. Like 2025, I did see my mommy in the cast, like feeling on the hand, that shit was colder than the grab. But it does warm my heart when I be thinking about the past. Like, we took a lot of pictures because life go in a flash. Like, so now I can really heal for real even. So like, I'm using those things for so much more. So like, to every artist that's out there, bro, change your perspective, bro. Like, you get to do this, you know? You get to learn the business side. And don't do it for nobody, learn it for yourself, bro. Learn it for yourself. So God forbid, if the whole team falls, everything fire fall off, you know what to do. You know how to do a little something. You know how to post your song, put your songs out. You know how to do business. You also know how to be a good person to do business with people.
Because you say that powerful message, it goes right perfectly into my next question. Like, how do you handle criticism and setbacks? This is important. A lot of people out there, like, they need to hear this.
How I handle criticism, I consider the source a lot, bro. I could genuinely feel, and and that's one thing I'm so grateful to my mom for. Like, I feel like being around her, I learned the gift of discernment. So I could really feel if somebody telling me something and they genuinely want to get me better. Yeah. And I could feel like if somebody telling me something and they never did it in their life and they just want to see me second guess myself and make me stop. So whatever you can use, if somebody tell you something, take it. And whatever So I handle criticism so well because my ideas are usually better than most people's. Not to sound like Kanye, but I trust myself more than I trust another word. But I don't trust myself enough to only listen to myself because I don't know it all. I have to get some input from outside.
You have to get some input from outside.
It's like a balance, you feel me? I would rather 47 people tell me, yo, bro, you should switch that. And then I'll be like, nah, I don't want to. As opposed to, I just say that off the rip. The thing for you, like, are you approaching your work like this? Are you approaching it differently? Are you doing it with intention, you know? Last thing I'm saying to cover this point up, bro, like, 10% of music, 10% of this life shit is music, bro. Sometimes people make it 100. Nah, bro. You gotta do a whole bunch of other stuff. You gotta work on your spirit. And you know this too, because you're a creative, just like me. Yeah. You feel me? Hey. He got some track. We ain't even go. You understand? Y'all heard the intro. Hey.
I niggas are better than others.
Come on. He said, Baiu, that shit ain't free. So like, but you know to create, bro, as a coming on artist yourself, bro, as an entrepreneur, as an artist, as the clothing you made, you know what it means to create, bro. You know what it means to go through the processes of things. And a lot of people, I deal with criticism well too, because like, this is gonna go into the setbacks part. A criticism could be a setback and you take it personal. But setbacks, bro, I feel like setbacks help the music. I'm like, all right, God, you making me move again? Okay.
Right.
All right, like, mommy passed. All right, it's her time now. But I see it. Let me transmute this. Let me turn this into something that help people. Now, this is for everybody who lost a loved one. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just feel like setbacks are for comebacks, bro. Because you read the Bible, you watch every Marvel movie. It's the classic story, son. If every time niggas went through a setback, they came back, why you don't think you won't do the same thing, bro? You know, so that's
it can happen. It's possible.
Come on, bro. Anything, and that's the thing. Always thinking. I always be like, nah, this is not the end. This is not the end. This can't be the end. What's next?
Throughout this whole show, you've been mentioning Forever Dina, which is out right now on all our platforms.
Everywhere.
Go check it out.
Yeah.
If people want to know, can you give us a live performance on Forever Dina?
Of course.
Listen, man.
Mind it, man.
Mic is in your hand, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Come on.
No. Hey. Miss Mommy. Yeah. Miss my mommy, man.
Forever Dina,
man. Shit. Hey. Life be moving fast. 2025, I see my mommy in the cash. Feeling on her head that she was holding in the grass. But it warmed my heart when I became about the past. She took a lot of pictures because I go in the flag. Coming to the re-up in that whip, I almost him and Remy talking like she's sitting in a passenger. If you kill yourself, I won't beat them in their brass. Woke up on that Monday, hit up all they got some cash. Daddy told me you not breathing, couple minutes past. Ambulance K try to pump you with that gas. 10:53 when they told me that you passed. Kissed on one forehead, then I went and helped my dad. Looking at the ceiling like my nigga, this is bad. Thank God for the family, they kept me from that path. Mommy died at 55, that's double grace, that's bad. That's double grace, then. What do I say? Who do I blame? I was your sunshine, feeling the rain. We had some fun time, agreed on one line. It is your how, who get the praise? Man, something ain't feeling right. Everything changed when I untamed the Israelite. I got in my bag, asking my dad like, is this right? He said, Dave, listen, please be a Christian and walking. Well, I wish she would have sat down. When she put that hat down, Elohim, I know is that will be done, but where's she at now? All that love you gave and get it back. When it's back now, how can I praise God with your casket in the Apostle Jennifer called me up to say my speech. On their phone, right in my reach, I paused. Everybody for a day we gon' shed a tear. I was 2 seconds from flinging bishops and chandeliers. I digress. Got it off my chest. Hit a couple slashes, still some things I ain't expressed. Started it from scratch, a living room into a church.
and then put in half the work. That's my problem with religion. I try to keep it Christian. Ephesians 6:12 on my body, they be dissing. A couple Israelites, they really understand my mission. A couple got building their own vision, but I'm not Yahweh Shah. He already died. Gave us life like Nana, just like Hina, and that's kind. Can't repeat mistakes, I congregate what I don't want. Habana wa Yahweh, Bahashan Yahweh Shah, Wabarakata, even out the eyes. Mommy died, I hit up, and then I got that job.
Keep going.
It's on my face, but my heart can't really cry. No, my mommy fighting for me from the other side, ayy, from that other, like we moving fast. 2025, I see my mommy in a cast, feeling on her hand, that shit was colder than the grass. But it want my heart when I be thinking about the past. She took a lot of pictures because life go in a flash. Drop it to the re-up and that whip I almost crash. Hear my mommy talking like she sitting in the passenger. If you kill yourself, I would beat them in their brass. Woke up on that Monday, hit up all they got some cash. Daddy told me you not breathing, couple minutes passed. Ambulance came trying to pump me with that gas. 10:53 when they told me that you passed. Kiss her on the forehead, then I went and held my dad. Looking at the ceiling like, my nigga, this is bad. Thank God for the family, they kept me from that path. Mommy died at 55, that's double grace, that's math, that's double grace, hey, hey.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you, bro. And that's shout out Forever Dita, man.
Forever Dita. All right, David H., you're going to look at this camera right here. You're going to tell somebody that's watching, that's battling grief, depression, what advice can you give them right now?
All I'm gonna say is like, listen to yourself. Make sure you're listening to yourself. A lot of times the universe, things happen for you to listen to yourself. We don't listen to ourselves, so then the worst things happen. Make sure you getting back what you give out. Feel me? Like, that's what true mutual love was about. My love was true, but it wasn't mutual. So I was giving out, not getting nothing back. Make sure you're getting back what you give out. And last but not least, like, I'ma say, like, the Most High, like, He see you on the other side of whatever it is you're going through. Like, sometimes when you go through, you get depressed or whatever, like, you gotta realize that the Creator, the one who made you, sees you on the other side of this. So now you really gotta start to think like, damn, how do I look? How do I look on the other side of this? How does my life look when I overcome this? Instead of, oh damn, this is my life now because I'm going through this.
Right.
You feel me? So you got it, man. You know, chin up, mental up. Feel me? Got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only David H.
Appreciate you. Yo, shout out Baiu, man. You understand? Shout out Trees Bear Fruit, man. Shout out what you want from the deli, man. You already know, man. Keep going. Yeah.